Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, nobody wants to see Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Now, I just sit back the last couple of days and the news, different kinds of people coming at it at different angles. Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. All we need to be hearing is, damn it, we got a good fight with two young cats in their prime, and it's going down. We just hearing all kind of stuff. Hey, they ain't got no promotion, so whatever. We know it's about to go down. The fighters are going to get paid. If the people ain't going to promote it, then whatever. If you're not going to promote two of boxing's best going at it, then whatever. You know, videos about somebody's weight. You know, they got to make the weight. You know, just all kind of stuff. Like, you know, because bottom line is this, and I've noticed this throughout the years. We don't want these damn good fights. You know what I'm saying? You get these good fights, whether no Turkey Alex Shea is in it or not, but, you know, all of a sudden you get these good fights, and then you ain't got nothing to talk about. And you can't anoint somebody so great without them proving it. You know, it's easier to just say, hey, man, he could beat everybody, and don't have him fight him. You know, like a la Canelo Alvarez and Demetrius Andrade. Hey, he's a horrible fighter. Here's the fight for undisputed right now that everybody want, but, well, nobody really want. But they could have had it. Had the money was there, everything. Canelo was able to call him a horrible fighter. Why? Because nobody wanted to see Demetrius Andrade versus Canelo Alvarez. Because then Demetrius Andrade would have been the middleweight undisputed champion. And then we would have no discrepancies anymore. We would have one guy who's a champion fighting only mandatories. And no more ish. Right? Period. But we like the ish. We like to be able to say who somebody's better than somebody and don't have them fight them. You know what I mean? Now, Teofimo Lopez is great. But for some reason, this little dude, like my last video, is, you know, he's the favorite against Teofimo Lopez. But Teofimo Lopez is super great and bigger and athletic and all of that. They don't want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez because Shakur Stevenson is a damn problem. It is what it is. He's a damn problem. Anybody that's into boxing knows that. Any trainer, any boxer, fellow boxer, or anything, they know this Shakur Stevenson is an issue. And we've been knowing that for a few years now. So people don't want to see that. Because the possibility is there that he outclasses a Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez is somebody that they tell us is so great. Now, me personally, I think Teofimo Lopez is pretty damn good. But still, I've seen him lose to Jermaine Ortiz. I think Jermaine Ortiz is a tick better. I've seen Jermaine Ortiz do a lot of good things. Look good against Teofimo Lopez and look good against Lomachenko. That's good enough for me to say this Jermaine Ortiz guy is pretty damn good. But no one else is saying that. Right? We're talking about Teofimo Lopez. Instead of saying, Teofimo Lopez, you didn't beat Jermaine Ortiz. Would you rematch him, please? Teofimo Lopez, you didn't beat Sandor Martin. Would you rematch him, please? No. Man, he wasn't motivated. Boy, on that night he fought Lomachenko, that was motivated. No. He was motivated against those other guys, too. Especially, you better get motivated in the middle of the fight when you see that you're not winning it. But that's just a disservice to these other guys. For me, I would like to see Teofimo Lopez versus Jermaine Ortiz, too. You know what I mean? But that ain't nobody even wanting that. So Jermaine Ortiz is out there. I'm hoping he does well against Keyshawn Davis, just so people can know it's not no fluke. Jermaine Ortiz is great, like the rest of these guys. None of these guys are better than him to me, until somebody proves it. Right? I haven't really seen that. Just because Jermaine Ortiz not knocking people out and don't have a big name, we're acting like he ain't awesome. Right? I don't see, ain't nobody better than him to me. You know what I mean? I'm watching the damn fights. I'm like, this guy's pretty damn good too, right? So that's what I'm just saying. So when you're looking at that, then knowing that Shakur Stevenson's probably a tick better than Jermaine Ortiz, technically, even though Jermaine Ortiz is considered the technician. Your boy Shakur Stevenson, who they were telling him they thought he wasn't going to beat William Zepeda standing in the pocket. Now, they know he would beat William Zepeda if just people just say, William Zepeda versus Shakur Stevenson and shut the hell up however they fight. No, we want to make the ring smaller and tell him to stand there and fight him. He does that, and that's scary, and still wins the damn fight. He does that and still wins the damn fight. That is what the issue is. So it's like, damn it, we don't really want him to be fighting nobody big. Let's keep telling him to fight some other people. Not nobody that's high profile that we keep saying is better than he is. This is what's up. That's why nobody, it's just, we don't hear like Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, or Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, great fight, get your popcorn. No, it's all kind of just stuff out there. You know, that's why it's hard, bro, coming into me, because I ain't got nothing to talk about except, damn, I'm happy that the fight's happening. And here's another thing, just to make y'all know, you know, Teofimo Lopez, you know, you can get irked with him. I used to like the dude, but he irked me, you know, too much. So I don't like him anymore. But let me tell you something. Even if Teofimo Lopez win this fight, awesome. He got a lot of stuff going forward then he can really start, you know, talking some smack. He'll re-enter the top 10 pound for pound, and looking forward, there'll be great fights. He'll probably finally get the courage to fight Devin Haney in a big fight, because I don't want to hear that it never was a big fight, because it was for undisputed at 135 pounds. He could have did it then. He could have did it, any time. It would have been a big fight against Devin Haney. So, you know, he goes to beat Shakur Stevenson. It's on. You know what I'm saying? They might make him the 8th side. Shoot, they put Ryan Garcia as an 8th side versus Devin Haney. A dude that wasn't a champion. Wasn't a champion, put as an 8th side versus the dude who's been an undisputed champion already and was a champion when they fight. They put him on the top of the card and put Devin Haney as the co-main. Then Mario Barrios is a champion right now. Ryan Garcia just lost, cheated, and then lost the next fight, and his name is in front of Mario Barrios. Boxing, people can't take you serious. That's why. You just don't do that. Even, hey, you say he's a social media star and do it like that, but you say, hey, Ryan, we can't be putting your name in front of people. You know what I mean? Regardless of how famous you are outside of boxing, we can't do that. This Mario Barrios is a champion, and we have to make sure that people respect champions, right? Because that's why they're champions. Even if whatever you're doing, you don't put Jake Paul's name in front of Joshua's or nothing like that. You know, that's just ridiculous. Say, hey, you know, we know behind the scenes that you got a lot of fans on social media and stuff, but we're having a boxing match here. So the champion's name goes first, period. You understand? But we're doing all this stuff and wonder why, you know, these people are fickle-ass fans running around. Because y'all just showing them, hey, man, our champions don't mean a damn thing, man. We're doing unpopular guys go first. Ridiculous. Bottom line is Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez is a good fight. Let's just leave it at that. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. Now I'm up out of here, y'all.